Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is gingerbread. It's from Barissimo, from Aldi's, one of their holiday flavors. So I stocked up a little bit on that too. It's good. I stocked up on Aldi's coffee during the holiday because once it's gone, it's gone. Sometimes they bring it back the following year and sometimes they don't. That is the only thing that I don't like about Aldi's is they have their specialty items, and if you get to like them, a lot of times they're not available anymore down the road. So I always try and stock up on some of their specialty items when they have them, and if appropriate, I'll freeze them or just store them in a mouse-proof container. So it's only 1 degree out there today. It is cold. We're in a real deep freeze, and I know some of you in Canada are just like way down there in temperatures. Not my favorite time of the year. So we'll see how it works out this year, and hopefully the winter won't be too long, even if it's cold. So I'm so happy I finally got my living room all put together. Got all the things in there that I wanted, and got everything set up. Everything is purged and taken care of in that department. So one room down here done. So come on, coffee. I really want some coffee. So I slept well last night. I hope you did too. And I know a lot of us ladies that are getting older, well, I imagine men too, develop problems sleeping as you get older. And I usually don't have that problem unless I have something going on in my mind that's bothering me or I'm trying to figure out. I usually sleep pretty well. So I gotta try this, another pack of this coffee tamer. Alright. I don't know if it's helping. I really can't tell yet, but it doesn't seem to upset my stomach, which is good, because sometimes in the morning when I have coffee on an empty stomach, which I do, and I know I shouldn't, it upsets my stomach. And it also depends on how strong the coffee is. So we'll see. I got that on Amazon. So cheers. I don't know if you can hear my little guy complaining in the background. He wants to go out. Oh, that's good. Very good. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I better let my little man out, and I will meet you over there at the budget book. I think somebody has to go out, right? All right. Let's go see how cold it is out there. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on. All right. I know it's cold. I already let them out once, but some. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh boy. It is really cold. Even the sky looks cold. Oh, I'm going back in. And I know you don't want to go out. Here I am back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I did not spend any money. I stayed home and finished up with my living room project. Now I did end up, the fellow that put the fan up for me, it did cost me $60. He hung a shelf for me, which was way too high for me to hang. And then also he hung up the fan, and that did cost me $60, but that does not go on the budget book. That goes on the household expenses. And I was going to hold off on having the fan put in, but the box was just kind of floating around and making the room just, not quite done. So I thought, well, I did have a little bit of money stashed away, so I thought I might as well just get it done and, stop dragging it out for so long. Now, sometimes you have to drag out your finances and, save up the money to get things done. But sometimes, you just have to tighten the belt a little bit more, and you'll be able to squeak out something else that you've been wanting to get done or accomplished. And that's kind of how I manage my finances. If I can possibly squeak out the money, then I just go ahead and have it done sooner rather than later. And it's the same way with when I purchase something. Now, I'm trying not to get into any debt, and that is my main goal, to stay out of debt and still get those things that I want and need, and in a timely manner. Now, a lot of times over the years, I've had to wait a long time to get things that I really wanted. But, as you progress through the process, if you're transitioning over to another lifestyle like I am, which is a senior lifestyle, sometimes, it can take years to change things up. And that's okay. Just keep plugging away at it, until you get things the way that you're comfortable with and the way that you want it. And, if that means buying new lampshades or, changing things up in a room, maybe moving furniture around, or getting storage pieces that help make life a little easier. Whatever it is you need to do, then that's what you should do. Now, most of the things that I have, I've had for years, so whether that's my decor or, other things, I've had it for a very long time. And every now and then there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to change up your environment. Now, I find that it's nice that if you can store some of your pieces away, maybe in a plastic bin or something, tuck them away somewhere, and then bring them out again, and, it'll be like new. So you don't have to have the same old all the time if you have enough things stored away. Now, I'm not talking about a whole room full of stuff, although if that's what makes you happy, then that's what you should do. But, having a couple bins of decor that you're maybe a little tired of, and then putting it away for a while, and then mixing and matching it with some of your other older decor to create a nice scene or whatever. I think that's a good idea. So every now and then I'll pick up a piece of decoration, but I don't do that much anymore. I've gotten rid of a lot of that stuff just because I don't want to take care of it anymore. But what I have now, I can take care of, no problem. And even if I have to do it in 20-minute increments, that's fine. But, I don't want to spend the whole day cleaning and primping and all that. So that's my main goal, to get to the point where cleaning a room maybe only takes me a half an hour. And on Monday or Tuesday or whatever day I choose, I can choose room A, and then the next day or a couple days later I can choose room B. As long as I get through it maybe once a month, get the dusting and the vacuuming done. Now, for me, I have to do the vacuuming a little more often because I have hairy puppies. But, I know people that don't have pets that only have to clean, once a month, once every 6 weeks. So whatever works for you. So anyway, that's how I do my finances. If I want something and I can afford it, then I go ahead and buy it. And, if you're not that kind of person and you want to save every penny, then go ahead. Nobody cares. It's your money. You do you. So, all right. Well, that's it for my budget chat for the day. I hope everybody is doing well with their finances. And if you're working to pay off debt, which is what I did, sometimes it can get a little tough. But hang in there, keep plugging away at it, and you'll get to your goal soon. All right, well, here we are again. Oh, it's such a cold morning. Cheers. Have a cup of coffee. Sit down and relax for a while, and we'll hang out a little bit. I feel bad for the dogs. They go outside and they come in and they're lifting their feet because I know their feet are freezing. So, but they're never out there long. I can't see keeping an animal outside in this horrible weather. I mean, I think that's cruel, very cruel. But what are you going to do? I mean, save them if you can. Yeah, but there's a lot of cruel people out there. They can't think past the end of their nose. So anyway, let's go on a positive note and we'll do another reading, Life Lessons by Julia Cameron. And it's the 21st of January, so let's see what the life lesson is for today. It says, little one, pray for knowledge of God's will for you and the power to carry that out. Ask the Creator for wisdom. Pray not for what you want, but rather for what God wants. Seek guidance and follow the guidance you receive. Serenity will be your reward. Well, I guess that kind of goes with the thought of going with the flow. I mean, I think all of us have been in a position where all of a sudden everything kind of falls in place and everything just flows, and you don't have to struggle through whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And I really think those are times where we're actually doing what the Creator has put us on the earth to do. And a lot of times that's not always a big, huge humanitarian project. Sometimes it is. But sometimes it's just using your God-given talents for what it is you're supposed to share with the world. Whether that's writing a book or creating a beautiful painting or singing a song in your church choir that you share with your church people. Whatever your God-given talents are and sharing those with the world, I think that's a big part of life and what life is all about. Sometimes it takes a little digging to get into what it is your talents are. So, I encourage you to try a lot of different things, a lot of different hobbies, a lot of different volunteer situations where you help people, whether that's volunteering at a food bank or even donating a lot of your things that you don't use, your coats, your gloves, whatever. I mean, these are all ways that you're helping your fellow man and other people, not only with your talents, but also with your excess stuff. That's very helpful to a lot of people. Now, I like to donate. When I donate to senior dogs. The charity that I use, they come and pick up the things right from my driveway, and I think they might be nationwide. I'm not sure, but I know they're not in all areas. and it's called DonateStuff.com. And the thing that I like about it is that I know whatever I donate, I imagine they sell, and then the proceeds go to whatever charity you choose. They have several that you can give to. And that makes me feel like I want to give some of my things away that I'm no longer using. It gives me a good feeling that I'm contributing to a cause that actually has a lot of meaning for me. So whatever that might be, whether it's working with youths or the elderly, volunteering maybe at a nursing home and helping the elderly with, crafts or whatever. We all have some talents that we can give to people. Maybe working at a soup kitchen. It's endless. The things that you can do for your fellow man are endless if you follow the right path. So, all right, well, that's my little chat on and thoughts on this little reading. So I don't have a whole lot of cooking that I need to do today. I still have the plant-based ribs that I made the other day. They turned out so good, really, really tasty. And it's a good alternative form of protein if you can't afford meat. Now, the Beyond Meat and Impossible Meat, they are pricey, it's not even quite a pound, and it runs like $7.99. But for me as a single person, I can get a lot of meals out of that. A cheaper alternative would be to use textured vegetable protein, which is very similar. In fact, I think it's Sauce Stash. He has a lot of vegetarian and vegan meats recipes available. Also, 36 Eats. She has a lot of alternate protein recipes using tofu and gluten flour. Now, if you're like celiac, things like that, stay away from the gluten flour. If you're allergic to gluten or sensitive to gluten. But there are a lot of really good YouTube people out there that have alternate recipes for plant-based meats. You don't have to go out and buy the expensive pre-made ones. But I find that it's nice to have some of those in my freezer, just for convenience sake. But I do like making my own too. So, all right, well, my living room is done, but I do want to give it a cleaning, do a little vacuuming and some dusting, and I've already downsized it to the point where it only takes me half an hour at the most to clean in there. I have all my little dusters that I bought. As they get dirty, I just put them in a little bucket that I carry with me, and then I can just wash them at the end of the dusting project. And then I have my rechargeable little vacuum that I really like. It's a Kenmore, and I got it on Amazon. I think it was around maybe $100. I don't know, but I really like it. So between those two things, I have the dusting and the vacuuming done in no time. And I still can enjoy the tchotchkes that I choose to leave out. But it's not over the top, at least not in my opinion. Somebody else might say, oh, that's just too much stuff for me. And that's fine. You do you. So, okay, I will be back in a little while. Well, to go with tonight's riblets, I'm going to make some Spanish rice. Now, this calls for 2 cups of water. My mini rice cooker only holds 1 cup of water, So I'm going to add half of a cup of the Spanish rice to the 1 cup of water, and then I'll have enough left over for another meal. Here is tonight's dinner. I have some of these vegetarian refried beans. The reason they're vegetarian is because they don't have lard in them. So anyway, I put some sour cream on top of them to make them a little creamier. Now, when I cooked this Spanish rice earlier today, I would definitely change out how I cooked it because it is kind of on the overcooked side. I would put half of a cup of the mixture in, and then I would only put like maybe a half of a cup of water, maybe a little bit more, because they overcooked, but it still tastes okay. And then the riblets that I made yesterday, having that and a little bit of guacamole from a very tiny avocado. So that's going to be tonight's dinner. Quick and easy, using up what I have. Right, my friends, well, that was yet another relaxing day for me. I just can't seem to get my groove back, but I will. I got a few things done, but it's okay. You don't always have to be busy. You know, you can take time and relax. And the hard part is not feeling guilty about it. I don't know. Why do we do that? I don't know. But I think we're all entitled to some R&R, and a little work, a little rest, a little play, I think makes for a happy life. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.